Biggie Astrology, you complete.
I'm hearing voices in my head,
But I'm not dead, I'm hearing voices in my head. But you're not dead, I'm hearing voices in my head. So what do I do? I'm hearing voices in my head. So what should I do? 40 days in coma. Welcome home chart. Scorpio through all 12 houses. All 12 rising signs. Let's get it.
First thing is spit hard and define your voice and show the whole world that your skills are top choice. Cause it's wild how rhythms get ridden, and the skills of these commercial rap artists are always hidden. Forbidden is this track without getting lost on. The 22-inch rims are spinning and it wasn't false stone from Boston. The GA. Player that I got all the ladies. These cats that ain't got no dough. That's why my pusher name's Duncan from here to San Antonio. The Black Romeo is married to making money, yo. And understand that I got a real crazy flow. Honeys be buzzing just like big was bees.
This is me doing all different four voices.
Get up off the knees. Nigga, please. I'm here to sew up the game.
Yeah, but the problem is that we don't even know your name or the corners that you claim or your skills picking your hearts. But I'm here to tell you, son, it's obvious you're not.
I'm hearing voices in my head, but I'm not dead. I'm hearing voices in my head.
Thank God.
You're not dead.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Yeshua. I'm here. November 20th, I came home. No oxygen. Get a little bit of second verse to start the show. Hey, you guys. My wife will be here soon, too. What should I do?
Hey, yo, emotions with pens will make you change your friends. I've done enough writing for you. PhDs, and then I earned my respect and my master's degrees. Dissertation is one to free the nation. Too much time is wasting. It's time to fix the game. Should come and so completely so I can change the name. The people been in chains that are mentally in jail. I want you to understand it.
In the Matrix 3D.
Come on, people.
See?
Don't you think you're
Talking about this back in 06.
All that dough, just shake up
and break up.
Oh, clown nigga, just shut up your mouth. I want you to know that I'ma spit it down south.
What's up, y'all?
I want me some dough, some flossing, and some hoes. I want you to know I got ice in my nose. Not just on my teeth, and I'm not gonna be brief. I want you to see that's how I maintain it, be. We be so nasty having hoes dance on the cars like a superstar. They be naked at the bar.
Hearing voices in my head. Hearing voices in my head. But I'm not dead. Yeah, let's start the show. Oh my God. I gotta tell you, it is so good to be home and alive with my beautiful wife and family. God is so good. And yeah, that's what I called them. God and Jesus. 3 times. God, Jesus, my mom, my wife, my 4 sons. Yeshua. And I awakened. I got out of the situation that I was in. I died 3 times while I was in coma. And I also awakened 3 times. The 3rd time was for good on the 16th, 13th, 15th. I talked about that with the episode with Laura Bruno. I'm going to show you the welcome home chart. We'll just look at it quickly because I want to wrap up Scorpio season and get through Scorpio through all 12 houses. That will cover everybody here. How you guys doing? Wifey will be here soon, and we'll get to the chizzy. That way I don't have to do the headphones and stuff. And hope you're doing good today. I feel good. Rough morning. But, we got this Sagittarius moon. How did you do with the Scorpio new moon? Late last night on the West Coast, 10:48 and 1:48 a.m. This is really bringing in a new energy, a new opportunity to quantum leap, a new transformation. And so I want you to really integrate this and see what you need to purge and release. The Scorpio, the fixed water sign, sometimes we could hold on to things that literally cause emotional and spiritual toxins in our body and physical. We must, when the moon's in Scorpio, even though now it's in Sag, we must release emotionally what we're feeling and holding on to. Okay? And make sure you guys subscribe to my new channel, Stars and Cars Lounge. I think we got to test it out, but we're monetized. We're going to be going live soon. Really excited about that. It's a fun channel. Love being a part of it with Elena from Searchlight Tarot. And trying to think, tribe meeting Friday night, tomorrow night. We sent out, I think Wifey sent it out. I was going to send out the link to all the tribe members, but you should join the community. It's either $23 or $10 per month. With the 23 premium, you get exclusive content, crazy discounts from multiple businesses, practitioners, healers. Sabale Pure, my wife's company, 10% off of my services, 50% off of a birth chart if you've been in the community for a year. Coffee Talks valued at $35. You're saving $12 right off the bat with the premium membership. Plus the website itself, www.community.biggieastrology.com. It's like a buddy boss, like a Facebook, where we have about 19 different groups, from tarot to astrology, numerology, relationship, self-love, homesteading, next generation, crystals, herbs, food for health, business. You can promote your own business, creativity, what's on your mind. It's really about what we all put into it, and share and communicate with and learn from one another, herbs, crystals. It's fascinating. I love it. And I love our tribe meetings. And this Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, our 13th tribe meeting. No, our 12th, I think, because next month, December will be 13, 14. So our 12th, I'm sorry. I will be leading it and talking about the birth charts for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I want us to have good holidays. Sometimes holidays can be rough or depressing, or sometimes you're around friends or maybe family that are just relatives, like not a family you choose, but you got to be there with your aunt, your uncle, this one, the cousin, the sibling, the whoever, just to keep the family peace. But I'm going to show you how the chart supports, and for everybody there, we'll give them, insights on how Thanksgiving and Christmas will be. So I'm really excited. I think the tribe members are excited. And this is practical tools. That's what astrology is. It can help you with practical tools to improve your everyday life, but also to let you see what energies may be coming your way and how you dance with it, how you dance on this globe, yo. You know what I'm saying? How you dancing, B. So that's important. So the one thing I will say, being in coma for 40 days, a lot. And I think even 4 years later, I'm in more gratitude because I've learned so much more scientific information, spiritual information, that really I was not supposed to make it. They did not want me to make it. I am here. God is with me. My wife is with me. Like, you know what I mean? My love for my family. I know this is it's like a spiritual love story. But I really believe in not only the deep water faith, all the prayers that so many of you and on this channel, friends, family, Facebook groups, my buddy set up for me, my boy Chris Bengus, like people were holding me and my family down. I told you, wifey didn't have to cook one meal the whole time. Uber Eats, all the cards. Even when I got home November 20th, she still had a pack of cards that she hadn't used yet. That just made my heart and my cup runneth over, just the love. But I explained to my sons, the love that their dad received during this tough time for the family was the love that I gave out to people my 50 years dancing on this globe. That's who I am. There aren't any humans on this planet that can say that I've done them wrong or dirty, or that I wasn't a kind or nice human being. That's part of my legacy. I'm very intentional about that. I'm very proud of that. I'm definitely a humble, confident, cocky, but I'm a man of gratitude, but of, real serious morals. And I always leave people or treat them how they should be treated, how they want to be treated, but leave them better than before they met me. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. So we'll get this chart in a second. I'll let wifey come and read these. You come in, wifey? Okay, she's getting a little dolled up, and she'll come and read the chart. But I want to talk about, right now, I'm still going through a lot with shoulder, elbow, ankle. So send healing energy and prayers your way. When I woke up, they completely had me bent. It was very challenging. I had to learn how to swallow, talk, chew, eat. I just had my acupuncturist working with my scars, because where you have scars in your body, it can block your chi and the flow of your energy. And so he got rid of my JPEG scar. They kept the JPEG in way long after they were supposed to. And I was already swallowing and eating and holding down my food, but they kept it in. I kept asking to get it out, whatever. But there's just so much stuff that I've found out, whether it's about the remdesivir, which they call when death is near, and all these different things.
Red death.
Yes, red death is near. That's what they call it. Or red death is here. And also, and this is from hospital people, okay? But also just, them giving me the steroids, them denying me the monoclonal antibodies, So, yeah, I'm here. So we're going to wifey's going to read this. We'll get to the chart, and then we're going to get to the Scorpio. I've already did this Welcome Home show, I think 2 years ago in July. So you can watch that episode. But this one, when I show you the chart, you'll see kind of the energy when I was returning back home and what I still had to deal with on my journey of healing.
Hello, everybody. I just had to I decided to put a little bit of color on me. So some mascara, a little bit of blush. Still don't have any foundation on my skin.
She's
Looking
always
pretty dang good for a 52-year-old, huh?
She's a hot chick.
Anyway, yeah.
I always tell her without the makeup.
But this is good eating.
She's still
good
pretty.
Eating.
She's still pretty without the makeup.
Anyways, hello, Danny, Quintella, and Gigi, and Lewis. And
hey, you guys.
I think I saw Chantel is here. It's so good
Can't
to
wait
start
to
seeing
see
you again, girl.
Can't wait to see our tribe tomorrow night.
I transplanted my second sweet potato. He started to die, but he's coming back. So we're gonna cross our fingers. Let me quickly read through here and see what everybody's talking about. We are all doing really, really good. It is so good to see everybody. You know what?
I miss you guys.
Okay, he did not bring the Queen's chair. Second time in a row, he did not bring the Queen's chair. I brought the Queen's chair. Thank you for thinking of me, Quintella.
Am I supposed to always bring the chair?
You thought of me more than this man did.
I'm supposed to bring the chair?
Yes, you are supposed to bring the chair. If I'm in the kitchen cooking the meal, which I walked up some vegetables. So we got some vegetables and some rice waiting when we're done. And it's all cooked and ready to go. So if I can do that, then you can bring the Queen's chair.
I will.
Stay on him, Quintella.
I will.
You got to watch him.
I will bring the
and
Queen's
Kim Kali
chair.
is here.
Hi, Kim.
Hey,
Kim, we want you to join the tribe. You would love it. You gotta join.
So listen.
Even if you do the $10 per month, you will love it. I'm telling you.
So the tribe meetings this month, we're gonna have the holiday survival guide.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know being around family sometimes can be a little bit challenging. So we are giving you
it can work your
rundown.
kidneys.
Yeah, we're giving you the rundown so that you can navigate the energies of both Thanksgiving
and Christmas.
And so that I think is worth a lot. We are also
we're planning some great people in December.
I'm going to be coming through in December, and I'm going to be
the 5th.
December 5th. And I am going to be doing something different to where I'm going to be inviting you to give me ingredient lists, and we're going to be getting into ingredient lists of your products, of food, etc. And we're going to be breaking down and having some real serious conversation.
Your deodorant, your toothpaste.
It's critically important right now that we are all reading our ingredients, being aware of these things,
eliminating toxins.
They're coming at us from a lot of different angles, and so it's with knowledge that we can make the best decisions for ourselves
and our
children, our loved ones, etc., etc.
It's gonna be fun.
We are also going
December
to
19th.
be having, we're going to be having Portia Cooper. I'm sorry,
yes.
Portia Cooper, and
the Soul Card Studio
doing. And Wealth Mobster, think about this, and maybe you're up on this already, but she has a class on cryptocurrency, in addition to being a numerologist. So she is
does
going to be offering
everybody
who comes to that tribe
little
meeting,
personal readings for your financial investments and stuff for 2026.
But she's going to be offering you the opportunity to buy her program, which is not very expensive, but she's going to be giving a special deal to us. And so that day in the tribe, we are going to be going through and looking high level at that so you guys can get in and learn and start using the system and taking the classes and stuff like that.
But she's going to give you financial advice and tips based on your personal numerology. And
you know what? Let me speak.
Well, I didn't know because you didn't talk to her. I did.
I listened.
She's listening.
I'm listening. I'm always listening.
She's a listener.
Do you know how often
I spoke to her when
you
were? I spoke to her when you weren't home.
I was still hearing you.
She listened.
Listen, he doesn't understand who I am.
She's a psychic
He
Pisces.
doesn't understand.
I told you I'm going to write the
But
ebook
anyways,
on marrying a
I
Pisces
think
chick.
I was home though.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
Well,
I called after
anyways,
you left for the kids.
I still heard you.
Because I
So,
told you about it before.
You told me about it, or we talked about it, or whatever it is that we did. I know.
She knows things.
He doesn't. He's got to ease in. He's got to ease into the fact that
She's psychic.
I am who I am.
She is who she
I
be.
is who I say I is.
I am, I be.
Anyways, and that I think is going to be amazing, because right now is really the time, if you don't already do these things, if you don't already know these things, to really get up on this knowledge and start using it. And if you already have knowledge, this is the time to come in and share, because that's what the tribe is about, is us sharing and guiding and helping each other.
She's probably going to talk about gold, silver, and platinum too.
We are going through a transition right now.
Big financial.
And who knows when it's going to happen. I mean, there's all these talks that one day we're going to wake up and everything is shut down. I'm not sure how it's going to look. I haven't lived through this before, but knowledge is going to help us.
Be prepared.
So, and we have to also change our mindset. I want to get a mindset person, because we have to understand that this phone, 99% of this phone is not actually solid, right? It's made up of atoms. It's made up of space and
crystals.
And not even, no, we're not talking about crystals here. We're talking about the atoms and the space within these atoms. This phone is only solid when I'm looking at it and giving my attention to it. When I am not, it's just formless, right? So because of that, we have to learn how to use our minds in ways so that we can move the formless things of this universe.
You hear her getting all deep and existential on y'all?
I'm going to find somebody to talk to us about that as well.
Existential
and yes, getting existential. Oh, thank you, girl. My skin is popping. Thank you, friend. And let's see.
Well,
when you know the queen is joining her chair should be waiting for her, like she has your meals waiting for you, sir.
I was in a rush myself.
Thank you, girl.
I was in a rush myself, promoting and getting things ready. So,
anyways,
I will do it again.
Thank you.
I'm a naughty.
That's right.
I'm a naughty boy.
Naughty boy. Naughty boy.
Now she has to discipline me.
Anyways,
she's scared.
Does she combine crypto with numerology in her
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she's deep.
So
this
that's
is going to be a treat.
Part of this tribe meeting. And these are the types of meetings that we're putting together for tribe people, right? This is not something that we can offer in this YouTube setting.
No. You got to join the community.
This is why this thing is so cool. I love the background, and I can't wait till people really start communicating openly on the backbone of the tribe,
which is going to be
awesome. Yeah. But right now, our meetings and the coffee talks and all that is amazing. And then Africa Forever 9404.
Okay, welcome. You're new. If you want, you can share your big three before I get to my chart. All new people, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, share the episode. This is going to be very informative. Having a near-death experience, I was dealing with valley fever that was laying dormant, but getting the delta of COVID, it was really intense, because even talking to a new tribe member who was a respiratory doctor explained that, she was like saying, I told her, like when they came and got me on August 29th, my oxygen was at 56%. You guys know at 88%, they want you to go to ER. I was at 56, and they came here, they were outside, they were like, Mr. Taylor, how are you talking and standing? Like, they were baffled looking at me. I mean, but when they mentioned, I remember they laughed, like, your oxygen's 56%. I mean, I could have fallen down and died in my own home. It wasn't meant to be. When God has got you, God has got you.
Quintella, I agree with you. Quintella's talking about the internet being out. This morning I got up.
Oh, it was out, yeah.
This is Arizona time, so we're aligned with Mountain right now. The internet was out at around 5 a.m.
I was like, Scorpio new moon got us.
And
Uranus.
It was dead. And I tried it multiple times.
So this was other states? She's saying it was happening for her too?
We're having little pockets of that blackout happening.
And that's what happened the other day. ChatGPT, all the websites were down.
Yes, chat was down. Shopify, my Shopify was down.
My website was a little messed up. Yeah,
we're going through it, guys.
These little tests, right? So pay attention.
We don't know, but here's the thing.
We're going to be all right.
We are going to be all right because we are creating and deciding to support each other and not these big systems. Trust me, guys, there's far more of us. Okay. If we all wake up and change, it'll be good.
Screen
and then
share,
that's it.
And then we're going to bring up the chart.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. November 20th. Look for free birth chart.
Yes, here we go. All right.
Click and share.
Ooh, I need to switch my sweatshirt.
Okay. So here we go, 11:30 a.m., Arizona, Scottsdale. And it was November 20th, 2021. So a couple things you look at. The ascendant, Capricorn rising. So Saturn's the chart ruler. And what major themes with what? My food, speech, swallowing, the throat. I was learning how to swallow and breathe, which is the second, third house thing. Having Saturn and Jupiter in here, it was like through my speech, right? I would kind of leave the hospital, come home, and be earning my money through Saturn, Jupiter, being disciplined, speaking about esoteric occult knowledge, astrology. I went back to work. Audra Dye, shout out to my girl, did her chart first. I started doing my Venus and Black Moon Lilith series. My computer got kind of wiped because I brought it to the hospital. I was so delusional. I thought I could do Audra's chart in the hospital. But when they did the test in the room, the x-ray and whatever else they did in the room, it kind of messed up my computer. So that was kind of wild. Then I got back home on November 20th, right? Communication, walking, Neptune. I was still dealing with fluid and stuff in the lungs. My lungs still needed time to heal. I went through different testing and then, it finally healed up. But this was the Neptune Pisces third house, local community, lungs, hospital. Okay. And then when you're getting to this fourth house with the Chiron, the emotional wound, because, I lost my mom and coming back to my home. And the next day, my mother-in-law moved in, but I didn't really get to finish grieving my mom and, kind of say my piece in her bedroom. And just, my mom, we took care of her. She lived with us. It was powerful. Fifth house, Uranus, the kids, technology, homeschooling, Taurus, and, doing some creative things with them. We were playing a lot of family games, a lot of family time that we're going to get back to. I kind of miss it. We still do family movies and stuff, but I miss doing the Scrabble, and I want to teach them, backgammon. They know a lot of games, but we do Uno, but I want to teach them spades and chess, which they kind of know chess, but I want to play with them and battle them. So, but look at this, Gemini moon, sixth house, North Node, right? Lilith. So my lungs, Gemini rules the lungs, sixth house, digestion, right? I still had the JPEG scar. I was doing a lot of healing, but Lilith, I was very intuitive about communicating and getting back to work, to be of service to humanity using my communication skills. North Node, podcasting. My podcast went to another level when I came back, and that's when I started Coffee Talk. I got the idea one night on a podcast with me and my son, William, and, part of Fortune 8th house, right? Spiritual financial blessings from coming out of the coma, the 5D, near death. Right? Leo, speaking from my heart, communicating, herbs, crystals, doing different things. I've had COVID a total of 4 times, which is kind of wild. The first one, 21 days. The second one was one that almost killed me. And third and fourth, not so bad. But I got it from in a football game from my older son. The lady, the mother I'm sitting next to, she was a stewardess on the airplane. I got it. It was crazy. Libra, 12th house. It was, the whole thing was kind of wild. It was in the chart though. So, and then the sun and Mercury, right? I came home Scorpio season. It was Scorpio midheaven and Mars. And this shows I would initiate and get back to doing the occult knowledge over the internet and starting Coffee Talk, the groups, investigating astrology and esoteric knowledge in the charts. Mars, Mercury, Sun, I started to network, and this was part of the path of me coming home. It's humbling, you guys. I was in so much gratitude. The South Node, it was separating, releasing me from, because even the rehab I was in from day 72 to 85 was still like a hospital facility. You know what I mean? It was scary when I first got transferred there. They were like, you got to be able to walk to the bathroom and have some independence on your own. And I hadn't done that yet. And I was still on oxygen. And I was like, whoa, can I do this? And then I had 4 therapies a day. Wake up, have breakfast, go to PT, OT, come back for lunch, go back to PET, OT, and then go back to the room, watch a little TV, eat dinner, and fall asleep. Alana would come, massage my feet. I had poor circulation. she could tell you my feet were like ice cubes every night, and they physically hurt. And Alana would come. I was telling him how I used to massage my feet, and it was so cold. Remember? And and that's it was like, look, her Sag moon in the 12th house. She would come to the hospital, and so it was really deep. The whole experience. And this chart is really speaking to welcome home. And Alana had a welcome home cake and a birthday cake because I was in coma during my 51st birthday. I totally missed it. So that was just like brought me to like complete tears and joys. I was so happy. But Pluto in the ascendant, right? I came home and I was powerful. The Venus, the Pluto, like I was energized to return back home and transforming my life and getting back to building my business and my career and, being the man of the house and the husband and the father. And, I told you it took to day 72 to see my boys. And I got to the rehab facility. The guy was so nice. And Alana told the story. We told the story on the last episode for the Welcome Home chart, but it was just so powerful to feel the fear leave their bodies when I held them and hugged them,
Yeah.
So I didn't want to stay on this too long, but I just kind of want to go through real quick and show you. But this was the chart, but it was going to show you that, speaking my truth and teaching about the esoteric occult knowledge with discipline and the Saturn, there was restrictions on my speech. You watch my first couple of videos back, you could see I was like kind of still struggling for air.
Yeah.
I didn't really have the endurance yet. So that's Saturn. But what happened, I kept doing it. And then the Saturn, it made me like where I am now, up to 401 episodes. So it's beautiful, And I got my lungs all cleared. And
it is really amazing because in speaking with different medical professionals, what we're finding out is that the way that Eric has healed is really miraculous. People are surprised every time. Anybody, especially people who are in the medical profession.
Surprised that I even survived too.
Well, yeah, to know that you're here and that that your organs were not permanently damaged, that your brain wasn't. I mean, just a whole host of things. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Click that.
Yeah, no, and I stay in tremendous gratitude because even with all that I went through, it is really faith and God and the prayers. So thousands of people praying for me, and I definitely believe in the will as well. Our love story kept me going, as well. So
and let's see. So Numerilics is here. Hey, lady. I promise you, one day we're gonna get this together.
Yeah, y'all got to do your show.
Sorry. Let's see.
She's been busy too.
But I thank you.
But it's been a lot.
Jackie Washington.
Hey, Jackie.
Here.
Hopefully you come to the tribe meeting.
And let's see. Africa Forever 9404. I'm new to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Okay. Do you know your Sun Moon Rising?
I've been on your channel before. For some reason, my account name changed from Krista Bearer.
Krista Bearer? I don't remember that name.
Well,
if you want, share your Sun Moon Rising, and I can break it down for you. And we're going to get to Scorpio in all 12 houses.
Yes, we are so glad that you are still here.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, it was.
And
it's beautiful, and I just filled with so much gratitude. And there's some deeper things, but I'm not going to get into it in terms of some new revelations I just had yesterday. But a lot of things that I experienced in coma came to fruition and were true. And then, I'm realizing that there were some things that were happening in the spiritual realm that could have been happening in real life as well that are kind of like wild. And these are the things that I'll be putting in my NDE book. We're almost done. She's like holding it down, writing the glossary now.
Well, no. We haven't started the NDE book.
No. I'm talking about the astrology book. Yeah.
Yes, the astrology book. And then, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am going to be showing you guys in the next few days, because I'm right now, oh my God, I'm working on the glossary, finalizing the table of contents, doing things like moving pictures around and lining them up. And
it's a color workbook. It's so beautiful.
It's a workbook that's highly graphic intensive.
And Portia Cooper told me to tell you and us she looked on Amazon. There's only 2 astrology workbooks out there.
I know. I mean, I have looked, and
there's
there are
not that
very
many.
few. I
So
couldn't
this
find
is
any.
going to be
So
really good.
this
So
is going to be really good.
we're going to sell it
and-
directly, and I'll be going on to tours. We will put it on Amazon eventually, but we don't want to just give them all our money. They take too much.
Yeah, we're not giving it to the big conglomerate.
Yeah.
Fight the power.
We know you guys will support, and we thank you in advance.
You.
And we're going to do probably the pre-order with the digital, so then we can afford to print the workbook because the color is expensive.
So we're going to be doing kind of
so you'll get a discount on the workbook if you buy the
ebook first. And let me tell you, I'm super, super proud. Like,
it's beautiful.
I'm going to start showing you guys excerpts of it because it's freaking like
gorgeous, darling.
It's beautiful. I mean, I know I've taken forever, but I think it's worth it.
Scorpio in the first house. We'll start with me, Scorpio rising. So if you are Scorpio rising, you have Scorpio in the first house, it's your physical appearance, your outer mask, your aura. And you are like a walking MRI machine. When I meet people, I can see through their soul, see if they're positive, negative. I mean, she'll tell you, I'm no joke. I'm like literally a spiritual detective. Scorpio risings are here to break generational curses. They have the gift and a curse. It's not so much a curse, but you're going to go through a lot of transformations in your life. You built for this. It's tough. Your mother, there was an issue with the pregnancy or the birth, preeclampsia, umbilical, emergency C-section, jaundice, umbilical cord around the neck. Something happened. You were in there too long, 10 months. I've heard somebody recently I had a client, they said they were in there for like 10 and a half months. I was like, oh my gosh. So, but yeah, Scorpio rising. But so these things can happen. The Sagittarius second house is kind of the blessing. You'll never, Scorpio risings, the ancestors are watching over you. You will never go broke and homeless. Whenever you're in a pinch, you will always come through and get some blessings, financial blessings. So
Africa Forever 9404 gave us their big 3.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've got a Leo sun,
okay,
a Gemini rising,
ooh,
and a Pisces moon.
Ooh. So your father was on the go. Your mom was more like the dad growing up and may have worked outside the home, but your mom was kind of like the boss of the bosses. Even though she could have been very creative, maybe into film photography, something in the medical field, a pharmacist, homeopathic, naturopathic, maybe she could have been an art or music teacher, but I think mom definitely probably worked outside the house. When you have a Pisces moon, it means your mother was not able to nurture and care for you the way she truly desired when you were first born. Could have been postpartum depression, could have been you, mom and dad getting separated. That's an in conjunction, Leo to Pisces. There could have been a lot of different things. When you have the sun in the third house, you're very creative. You can be you're an introvert, but around 30, between 28 and 32, you'll kind of come into your own. But the Leo sun in the third house, you would shine bright like a diamond over social media, getting into entertainment or local politics. The third house, your siblings, your cousins, you're kind of the boss of the siblings and cousins, whether you're the oldest or the youngest. You see the younger siblings there, but you are definitely someone that when you show up in social media, I don't know if this is a man or a woman, you want to wear the red, the orange, the gold, even jewelry, yellow. Those are the warmer Leo colors that will make people see you well. And whenever your skills develop and you're writing, communicating, you want to do it from the heart. Being the Gemini rising, you're very creative and artistic. You are the messenger. And with the Pisces moon, you're intuitive and psychic, but you've got to remember when you come back home, you need good spiritual hygiene. You could bring in from outside other people's energies, concerns, stressors, their baggage. So literally, if you're not going back out, wash your hands, wash your face, and put on them house clothes. This is the remedy for all Pisces sun moon risings. It's very important because Pisces are literally energetic sponges out in the collective. She goes to the supermarket. She could be getting stuff from the weird shaped tooth person with their card, and they get like the crazy popcorn and sodas and nothing healthy in their thing. She could be pulling, absorbing in their energy. So you got to have the good hygiene.
Very careful, right? Yeah.
So I hope this resonates, Africa. And let me know if mom and dad did get separated. Doesn't mean they have to, but that could have definitely happened. And let me know if mom worked outside the house or she was more like the disciplinarian father figure.
And so Jackie, thank you. She said she doesn't know how I do it because I do so many different things. Thank you. I am a superwoman.
She's amazing, Jackie.
And I had to learn to own that. So thank you. I appreciate that.
I am so
And
humbled
then
to know her.
Africa Forever said, my mom's still works till this day
I know.
with 2 jobs. She doesn't want to slow down.
I know.
I'm a male, by the way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did your parents get divorced? Or was dad traveling for work, or like, just not around a lot? I'm curious. So to finish up Scorpio in the first house too, it's your aura is very magnetic. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, modern ruler Pluto. So you want to look for the chart ruler Mars, wherever sign the house is in. Mine, Virgo, 11th house. A lot of major themes play out. But Scorpios are, it's a powerful rising sign. I'd say definitely top 3 most powerful rising signs. Now let's go to Scorpio in the second house. We're going to go counterclockwise. So that's Libra risings. So for Libra risings, your chart ruler is Venus. And when you've got Scorpio in the second house, you are very much, your intuition is very powerful. You're very empathic. You may like a lot of fish, seafood. You want to make sure you're drinking enough water. I never tell my clients what to eat, but you've got the Libra rising Scorpio there. You definitely want to make sure you're having good water, whether it's even coconut water, the H3O, put some salt, cayenne pepper in your stuff. Water is very important. But also you can sense and read between the lines energetically when people are BSing you. Your values are going to be about family, loyalty, and you're going to be about your health and your finances. If you collect things, it may be through the esoteric occult knowledge, or you love like mysteries, novels, stories, like the whodunit, like the NDEs. You could be into NDEs, all that stuff. Okay. So now we're going to go to the third house. That's the Virgo risings. We have a sun with this, and you're going to be very loyal to your friends in the local community, attached to them over social media. You're going to want to research and investigate things, But remember, the third house takes time to develop. 3, 6, 10, and 11, they develop over time. You got to nurture and grow it and plant the seeds. Okay, but you could also be kind of manipulative and try to have power over your younger siblings. And that's what our son does. He's tough on his younger brothers. So, but Scorpio in the third house is really nice over time. Like it's a good gift for the Virgo risings, because they can be very empathic in the local community, and really their skills can be about really deep research, but also financial. And they can get into the health field, sometimes forensic detective work, things like that. They're very, very mental. They can be very private and vague though too. Like they may not share too much of their business over social media. But they could be an emotional writer and have big emotional ties to their siblings and cousins, stuff like that. So Leo, Scorpio in the fourth house, my dada had this. Now, Scorpio in the fourth house, that's your mother, your home, your emotional mind, the middle school years. Third house is elementary. And third house, our son dealt with it. He could deal with some jealousy. Some things, even, just power dynamics in elementary school. He went through some stuff. So that can happen. With the Leo rising, Scorpio in the fourth house, and then we'll take a break and check into the chat. Any of you guys have Scorpio in the first, second, or third, let me know if anything resonated or any questions. But in the fourth house too, you can have such a deep emotional connection to your hometown, homeland, or to your mother. And mom could be kind of very, very powerful in the home. Leo rising is usually the mom Scorpio. But she's going to be someone that's transforming things. Like my father's mother, they had a farm, they had chickens. She made everything from scratch: ice cream, cake, food. She was a Libra. She was a sweetheart, but she could cook. My grandma in Tampa, I miss her. So, but there can be a lot of sometimes power dynamics with the mom. But you're also somebody that may want to live near water, or should get a water feature that can calm the emotional mind and increase your spiritual practice. Okay, now let's go to the Chizzy before we get to the fifth house.
Okay, so Africa Forever said no divorce, but separated, kind of, sort of. My pops transitioned in 2014.
Prayers and love.
Yeah.
But you said separated. That's like a divorce, right? See?
So that was it, and we don't have any more comments.
Okay. Any questions with Scorpio in the first, second, and third, fourth? Let me know. Scorpio in the fifth, Cancer rising. temperatures rising. Shout out to Mobb Deep, R.I.P. Ooh, Nyes and Pasta News came out with a new song. Ooh, Danny. Oh my gosh. You know I love De La Soul. Pasta News, and rest in peace to Plug 2, True Goy Dave. Legend on the mic. But Nyes and Pasta News, it's tight, man. It is tight. And Maceo, DJ Mace produced it. When you have Scorpio on the 5th, the Cancer rising, that's the Grand Water trine in the 5th house is like your right leg, the 9th house, your left leg. So the 5th house is what? Your creativity, your high school, college years, where you have dating, romance, fun, sex. It's ancient history we study in high school and college, but it's also past life karmas. The 5th house is speculative gains. Oh, I want to be a singer, rapper. I want to start my own business, Shopify, Etsy, eBay. The 5th house is political discussion and debate, the stage where you go and perform. You want to be a singer, a poet, a rapper, a dancer, you know, a painter, sculptor. All that's there. Gambling, lottery, fantasy sports. The 5th house is also ancient karma, past life karma. I'm sorry. Ancient history, past life karma. And I said it's the dating, romance, fun, sex. So with Scorpio there, you got to watch out. You could have a stalker for a boyfriend in high school or college. I've seen this play out before with Cancer risings. So you got to be very mindful and careful. You know, you got Pluto, Mars there, Mercury. You could deal with some stuff. Neptune, you got to watch it. You can be someone who's very much into emotional mood lyrics. You love neo soul. You love trip hop. You love Portishead and Tricky, 07, more Chiba. If you don't know, you need to ask somebody. Dope music. Massive Attack, great artist. You could be very empathic about like gambling, poker, going to casinos. Like you could win. You could read the energies. You like, you know, you listen to Queen Bee and you get the numerology stuff, and you're like, I'm going to win my 500, and then I'm bouncing. Mm. You could really Cancer risings, yeah, with Jupiter on the ascendant right now too. You could win, Jesse. You could win. You could beat Howard Washington. So, you know. Shout out to Eddie Murphy. I heard he's got a new documentary.
Yes.
We got to watch that. Oh my God, Eddie around the holidays. If you noticed, last year he had a holiday movie. The summer before, he had that romantic comedy. Eddie's making a little. Gosh, I hope he does a stand-up. I hope he comes back and does one more stand-up. He's been
who
hinting.
Came out with a new one? I'm a little iffy. What? Kevin Hart.
I'll check it out to be curious. He could be funny,
curious to see. It's been a while since I've really been into what he's doing, but I'm like, it's interesting because he hasn't done anything.
I'll check it out, but I want Eddie. So Scorpio in the 6th house. Okay, so this is for the Gemini risings. And then the 7th house, we'll get back to the chat.
Jackie Washington said that her Scorpio was in the 5th house, so you just broke her down.
Okay, that's good, Jackie. Let me know if anything resonates. And also, too, you could have been a medicine woman, Jackie, in a past life. You know, really focused on health and healing. What they like to label as witches, they were just women who were healing. They used that to get them out of the way for the medical system. Mm-hmm. Okay, the women were the wisdom keepers. The women were the healers of the villages and of the families. The women had the remedies, the potions, the herbs. The women, would matchmake for relationships. The women are the portals to bring the souls in between the realms. Y'all are amazing. You got to walk into that goddess energy, all right? All my queens. What Queen Bee say? Queens up? Mm-hmm. For real. That's an understatement, Queen Bee. I love when you do that. Kings up, queens up, forever. Scorpio in the 6th house, your daily routine, your work, your services to humanity, your health, hygiene, sicknesses, illnesses, your coworkers, bosses. The 6th house is debt, divorce, and conflicts. The 6th house is also your mother's siblings on the maternal side, your aunt and uncle. It's small pets, dog, cat, frog, rabbit. Kermit the Frog here. As you know, us copper people were originally green. Yeah, Kermit the Frog here. Think about it. Boom, 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 boom. Love special ed. Also, the 6th house, we can see your service to humanity. And you could also see servants where, if you have a babysitter, a housekeeper, a gardener, you could see them there. So a Scorpio there, you can work in the medical, financial field, police, detective. You're going to be very big into research. You're going to be big into like analytics, anything forensics. Like Scorpio and Aquarius are two of the best signs for research. That fixed air and fixed water, the concentration from Mars, Saturn is like, that's outstanding, darling. Okay. The Scorpio 6th house is no joke. You could sometimes get into some work affairs. There can be a jealous thing going on, divorce. You have jealousy at work. But one thing people don't realize about Scorpios, they love to be silly and have fun. You just got to get them in the right way and right place. And Scorpios are private, vague, and secretive because they need to emotionally trust you. They're very loyal people, but they read energy. So that's why they don't say that much, because they're like, I ain't around the right people to say nothing. When you get a Scorpio that trusts you and they feel safe, they'll open up. They won't shut up. For real. And I got to confirm with my client the other day, but it's true. You know, I always say this, Scorpio women, you don't go up to a Scorpio lady and mac on her. She chooses her man. And with a Scorpio woman who's all like, you know, tough and this and that, when she likes a guy, she becomes the most girliest little girl. She's giggling at everything the guy says. And she's like, oh my God, you're so funny. She's always touching the arm or the shoulder. I've seen it in action multiple times. It's comedy, yo. Because if you know Scorpio women, you wouldn't even imagine that they have that side. They do. Trust me. I know better than most. Butter on my toast, the lyrical host. I brag and boast from coast to coast. I am the most. Never moist, but I am the top choice. So Scorpio in the 7th house, and then we'll get back to the chizzy. So any comments, let me know. Scorpio in the 7th house, you're a Taurus rising. Ding, ding, ding. Who has that? Who has that?
Oh, that's me.
Scorpio 7th house. And
sorry, I'm
who did
doing
she
some
and
work
who did
here.
she marry? A Scorpio rising. Can't make it up, y'all. So Scorpio in the 7th house.
It's so interesting because we didn't pay any attention to this.
Oh, we didn't know it.
Nowhere
I didn't know
in
it.
our, no.
It was all God that lined it up. We're completely soulmates, and it's been confirmed in multiple readings and charts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
It's really deep. But Scorpio, and I have Taurus in my 7th house, and my Juno in Taurus. So she's a Taurus rising. So it's like literal. So when you have Scorpio in the 7th house, what's the 7th house? Contracts, negotiations. You, like a double-sided mirror, you in relation to the other half. It's relationships, business partnerships, marriages. It's the kitchen in your home. It's fame. The 5th house is the first child. The 7th house is the skills of the first child, and it's the second child. It's the first marriage, but it can just be marriage in general and relationships. But it's the scales of justice for the courthouse, where you see the open enemies coming. And it's the scales of the marketplace, where you go shopping and buy things, barter and trade, measure your rice, beans, and meat. So with Scorpio there, they could really work in financial advisor, planner, forensics, analytics, detective, all those things. Scorpios are really good at stuff like that. Oh my God, work in a mortuary. I met somebody who Scorpio does that. Like I was like, oh my God, you know, like they could be doula, death doula, midwife. Work in inheritance taxes and law, you know, family trust, planning. Scorpios are all that stuff. But a lot of health stuff, and not always traditional Western, homeopathic, naturopathic, like, you know, really different cutting edge stuff. They're like big, I told you, in research. So in the 7th house, this could speak to you're married to somebody who's into the occult knowledge. Ding, ding, ding. She married me, I'm an astrologer. And so much more. You know, but, you know, it's definitely, but if you have Scorpio in the 7th house, the Taurus rising, they are attracted to people who are smart, deep, and people who are, you know, very much like all about loyalty. Scorpio is one of the most loyal signs.
So Lewis has a question.
Yes, Lewis.
Where is mine if I have Aries rising?
And where we're going next, brother? 8th house.
There you go,
There you go, Luis. So come a little closer, escucha. So the 8th house, in the kitchen, you may like, you know, to transform and like do different things with the food. Taurus risings, like she can turn anything into something else. Like she will put things together and you're just like, what the hell did you just do here? She's like, I did some Scorpio.
No,
And I love it. She's good. Oh my God.
When you talking about, I will make some good food out of whatever's in that refrigerator, and they'll be like, "What? How did you?"
I make it work. She makes it work.
I make it work. I pull stuff. I pull out stuff sometimes. I'm like, how did I get that to work?
This goes to your thing. Scorpio 7th house. She's going to read the ingredients. She wants the truth. She wants the health.
Yes,
that speaks to that in the kitchen. She makes sure that our family eats healthy, and I thank her for that every day. Even though my kids, oh my God, they don't even know when they leave this house, they're going to be crying for their mother's cooking. Because these young chicks out here, most of them don't know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
But I'm teaching these boys how to cook too. Listen,
yeah, my boy. Yeah,
everybody needs to know how to cook.
That's right.
Everybody eats. Everybody has to know how to cook.
Do laundry.
Period.
Don't
think that
dishes.
Somebody is going to always be around to take care of you, or that it has to be a specific way. Everybody should know.
When she was working on the weekends, I was cooking for my mother and the boys, and they'd be like, "Well, Daddy made something good." She'd be like, "I don't believe that." God.
I still don't really believe.
I know, but listen, the kids ain't lying. Kids ain't lying.
So Africa Forever said my Mars is in Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
And
I talked about that a couple episodes ago. Yeah.
Numerologic said that's right. Probably, I heard what you said. That's right too. There's
Queens
a lot of
up,
things that
probably,
he's right. Queens
probably
up.
Queens up.
But
Kings
this was said maybe 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
Let's see. When I was young, and then Jackie Washington said, when I was younger, I wanted to be a dancer. Yep, I love some neo soul. I'm striving to create a coaching business.
Oh, good.
All right, cool. Right
on.
You
got to promote it in the tribe.
And you know what? More. That is so needed, more so now than ever. And people are waking up to the fact that we all just need support and somebody to talk to with an open ear and open mind.
And to bounce our thoughts and our emotions and ideas over. And people don't want the traditional Western ways of medicine anymore.
Yeah, and for so long, especially amongst people of color, we kind of always saw that as like
weakness,
or that's what the white people do. Well, you know what? I will say they were right on that. But I think it's also better that when we seek treatment, we deal with it's not always mandatory, but there is something to seeking treatment from a fellow melanated person, because we just have difference of perspective on things. Let's see. Gigi said, I came back to my phone and all I heard was Scorpio is one of the most loyal signs.
You got it, Gigi. And we're doing Scorpio through all 12 houses. We're up to the 7th house, getting ready to go to the 8th for Lewis. So temperatures rising. When you have Scorpio in the 8th, it's kind of like back at home, right? It's associated with the 8th house, not the same thing. But Aries risings is one of the most rare and authentic rising signs. And Mars is your chart ruler, and Mars also rules Scorpio. So when you have Scorpio in the 8th, what's the 8th house? It's similar to Scorpio. Not all the same, though. That's why it's not exact. 8th house is power, control, sex, abuse, manipulation. The funeral home, the mortuary, your partner's resources and other people's money. Inheritance, IRS, the letter boys, CIA, FBI. It's the occult, esoteric knowledge, Santeria, Brujeria, magic, astrology, alien, well, not aliens, but it's, kind of like soul contracts, all the metaphysics. It's also things hidden underground, crystals, herbs, minerals, gems, not gold. That's the 11th house. 11th house is also astrology, but the occult knowledge throws astrology in there. So you can see astrology in the 5th, 8th, and 11th. Little teaching note. I'm always teaching. Mira, if you escuchen, you're going to learn so much from my cabeza. The 8th house is sudden events, emergencies. It's the thin veil between the 3D and 5D, death and rebirth, doula, midwife, death doula. The sign in 8th house, Scorpio, is for Aries risings. It means Scorpio, someone risings would be physically or sexually attracted to you. And in 8th house, it could also represent the in-laws. So you could have in-laws that are in the police force or detectives, or that work in a funeral home or a mortuary, or into science and research, or work in a hospital, or are into astrology and metaphysics. So Scorpio 8th house is deep, Lewis. That's if you have anything else there, you could let me know. But Scorpio is just such a it's like you can also see the souls that come between the realms. Maybe your grandma passed away and she comes and talks to you. Maybe as a kid you saw spirits in your bedroom. The 8th house also, we could see, just like, the 4th, the end of your mother's life. The 8th house, this is in transit, the end of your father's life. The 12th house, the end of your own. But these are multiple transits, planetary alignments. It's, whatever. And no astrologer should ever predict death. I don't do that. But you can see, certain things. So that's 8th house. Don't forget those emergencies and sudden events. Oh, and like a sudden rise in your promotion or wealth. Getting the resources from other people. Okay. So it's a very empathic energy, and you're going to be really connected to crystals and the esoteric occult knowledge. And Lewis, you are at a young age, right? See, it's written, brother. And you're no joke, man. The fact that you know what you know at your age, I'm very impressed. The 9th house, Pisces risings. My mama got this. She had this. Scorpio in the 9th house. What's the 9th house? It's your father's teachings, wisdom, beliefs, philosophies, higher learning, the preacher, teacher, professor, the guru, the shaman. 50 miles or further for home, vacations, pilgrimage, trips to learn. It's the law, more the religious law. The 9th house is also publishing. This is the 3rd child, the skills of the 2nd child, and the 2nd marriage. So I'm in her 9th house. Mm-hmm. 2nd husband, Capricorn. I'm a Cap moon. Her north node's in Capricorn. She was destined to marry me. Ding, ding, ding. Another thing.
I was pretty destined.
And Mars is the boyfriend. I'm her longest boyfriend. We always joke about that, So, and her midheaven's there. So it's a lot. So, and when we met, she was in Colorado, 50 miles or further away, right? I was in New York. I had to bring her back to her homeland. She was born in New York, Long Island. I'm a city dweller. She was on Long Island. So if you have Scorpio in the 9th house, you could literally transmute and transform your beliefs and philosophies. You could be emotionally attached or very loyal to your father, or you could have power dynamics. It depends. You definitely would want to really empathically feel your different beliefs and philosophies. You may be like, no more dogmatic religion for me. You can be very connected to, like, foreign cultures, getting artifacts from your trips. You go on trips, you want to go to Peru and Machu Picchu and Brazil and Kemet and Egypt and Ireland and Denmark, all the places, but you want to bring back artifacts. You could be into art history too. And you probably love music from foreign lands, foreign cultures, Pisces risings. My mom listened to everything. Even hip hop, I love. God, my mom was the best. So we're gonna go to 10th house. Any questions?
Let's see. So Jackie agreed that you got to be able to cook. Her son is an excellent cook.
Good.
Wealth Mobster said that his Mars is in Scorpio. And that's it. Let's keep it trucking.
All right. 10th house. The 10th house, sorry I haven't been telling you the medical astrology. I kind of do it all the time though, but the 10th house, your knees, spine, eczema, fingernails, skin. 9th house, hips, thighs. 8th house, elimination organs. 7th house, fallopian tubes, lower back, buttocks. 6th house, pancreas, small, large intestine, digestion. 5th house, heart and back. 4th house, chest, breast, stomach. 3rd house, lung, hand, wrist, shoulders, knees, and toes, but just lungs, hands, wrists, shoulders, ears. 2nd house, throat chakra, lower jaw, lower teeth, collarbone, throat, your speech, your voice. 1st house, upper jaw to the crown chakra, eyes and nose too. So in the 10th house, mainly those knees, Scorpio, you are the Aquarius rising. Scorpio in the 10th house, you can definitely, right? This 10th house is what? The relationship with your dad, the authorities in your life, the government. It's your public image, your legacy, the workplace, work environment can be the midheaven if the 10th house, can be the career if the midheaven's there. Okay. This is going to be your public image and legacy, reputation. Oh, I know Eric Taylor. That's, Kid and Cheryl's son. So Aquarius risings, they are very much rebels and very independent, and they want to have their own, just like Scorpio risings, they probably really want to have their own career. A lot of Aquarius risings, they can be very independent, but they can work in the science field, a lot of research. I got a good buddy, he's an ER doctor with this. And, he's really good at his medical stuff, And when you have Scorpio in the 10th house, though, you can have a deep emotional connection with the father. And you may transmute or transform and like not follow in your father's footsteps for work. You may have your own way, your own path. You can be very empathic about kind of like how to move around in the jungle, deal with the obstacles in life. Aquarius risings usually, do very well. And Scorpio in the 10th house, you'll deal with power dynamics at work. You may deal with jealousy. You can even have affairs at work. But you're going to definitely also be somebody that can transform your career. You could be starting off with one thing and then switch and go to a whole other thing and just like excel. And you could get into law and order. You could be a detective or a cop or something like that as well. Or someone who talks about and communicates in public, and your legacy is about astrology, numerology, soul contracts, human design, esoteric knowledge, gematria. Okay. Scorpio 11th house, remember, houses 3, 6, 10, and 11 get better over time. So now we're talking about the Capricorn risings, just like my welcome home chart. Scorpio in the 11th house. The 11th house is the astrology, aliens, UFOs. It's your older siblings. It's your father's siblings. It's the arena. It's the actual politicians. Remember I told you 5th house, political discussion and debate? The 11th house is the Trump, Vance, Congress, Senate. 11th house is your ankle, calf, shin, Achilles, the things that make you move forward in life. Scorpio here, it's also a nonprofit, extreme wealth, your hopes, dreams, and wishes, get in a bag, philanthropic work, environmental, stepchildren. I got Virgo there. My stepson is a Virgo. So it's real deep, y'all. Can't make this stuff up. And so Scorpios, you could be... it's your social networks, groups, and organizations. You could deal with some jealousy. You got to watch out for the fake friends. People can turn on you. But you could also have friends that are very powerful, political science majors, research, detectives, homeopathic, the places that do, what's the facial stuff? Like Botox and different things.
Med spa.
Yeah, like a med spa or any type of naturopathic, homeopathic stuff. You could see that there. You can be involved in a nonprofit that helps, like Habitat for Humanity, different things like helping people refurbish or build things, sustainable living, all types of stuff like that. So Scorpio 11th house, and you could really, it's wild exotic animals too, and gold. So you could get investing into the precious metals, gold, platinum, silver. You may want an ostrich as a pet or a penguin like me. I've always wanted a penguin. Waddle, waddle, waddle. She loves animals, but I love my certain animals. Penguins, elephants.
I'll be real with you. The penguins are cute,
Oh, I love them.
when you go to...
They're nasty.
Like,
I know.
You go to...
They're kind of ratchet.
You see, just... Where was it? I was at the aquarium, and it was a little bit too cold and a little bit too stinky, and all that ice... And I guess I should say poop on ice. It was just so gross.
Poop
and they're just
on ice.
walking around here like, and they're walking through their poop. They're tracking their poop everywhere. I was like, oh God.
She wasn't feeling it. And she loves
I love
animals.
but I was like, nah, we gonna have to just...
But
I don't think they could be housebroken. I don't think they could be housebroken.
Yes, they can. They just needs the right love.
Quintella's laughing at the penguin, and
I love penguins.
She wants a panther or a lion. Ooh, okay.
I like both of those.
They're really cute.
Yeah, until
you better make sure. They're really cute until they eat you.
Yeah, like the lady that had the monkey. That was crazy. No, I think the exotic animal pet. I would like. I like penguins. I like elephants, and I like dolphins. I want to swim. We're going to go somewhere to swim with the dolphins. I've never done that. I want to do it.
Yeah, no,
That's my dream.
That's a yes.
Like
that
would do something for me.
Definite thing.
Because I've seen them, and I've seen the whales in the ocean, but I love to swim in the ocean.
I want to be next to anything that the powers that be tell me I'm not supposed to be near. So when you tell me that I can't go near a dolphin, I want to go
Because
be
you
near
know
a
what?
dolphin.
When women are pregnant, the dolphin puts sonar and frequencies and makes the child more intelligent.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want us near dolphins, you guys. They are sentient beings. Don't sleep on the power of dolphins.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep. Dun, 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 dun.
And then Quintel says her mom loves dolphins. Yes.
Oh, dolphins are great. Powerful animals. Oh my gosh. So last but not least, Scorpio in the 12th house for the Sagittarius rising. Sagittarius, hit me up. Friday starts the birth chart sale. Scorpios, where you been? Hit me up.
Where you at?
Where you at, Scorpio? Sun rising. It ends midnight tomorrow night. Okay. Because just so you guys know, the sun tomorrow, like if you had a kid born tomorrow, they could be a Scorpio or a Sag because the sun moves into Sagittarius. It's around 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern. I don't know the exact time. Could be in the afternoon, like 3. But so you start off the day, Scorpio season, and you end it Sagittarius season. So my sale goes from November 21st to December 20th. I released my video yesterday. Check it out. But email me for either eric@biggieastrology.com. I put up a poll to vote for the coffee talks. They're going to be Saturday the 6th and then Friday the 12th, the mini one. So I already put up a poll for that one, and the mini one, I'll give you some choices. But I think I did DMX and Nicki Minaj, Pluto through all 12 houses, Jupiter through all 12 houses, and I forgot the other option. But go vote. Let me know what you're interested in. Obviously, I've got big transits coming up in January and February that I'll be teaching at Coffee Talks. December, I'm kind of like, open to a lot of different things that you may not know about or that you want to learn. So give me your suggestions, and you could write in something. Let me know. Scorpio on the 12th, Sag rising. So you are, you're super spiritual and empathic. What is the 12th house? It's the loss of debt, loss of energy, overspending. It's losses in general. It's isolation, the subconscious, unconscious mind. It's the bedroom for bed pleasure, sleeping, also for sex. The 12th house is your hidden talents and your hidden enemies. The 12th house, we can see jails, hospitals, prisons, psych wards, ashrams, laboratories, the unseen spiritual realm, international business and trade, foreign lands, going on vacations, moving abroad. This is all 12th house experience. Spiritual retreats, 12th house. Like I said, the end of the road for you. And in medical astrology, it's your feet and your toes. Scorpio, you better take care of them. Scorpio 12th house, you are tapped into the spiritual realm. You want to know about the spiritual, karmic retreats, places, all of it. Sag risings, her mom's a Sag rising. She's into the UFOs. She's been into health. Her mom's a trailblazer.
I've been learning about this stuff for a very long time.
Yeah, she grew up kind of woo-woo, hoo-hoo, foo-foo. But her mom is definitely, her mom, we talked about it before, her mom changed her name based on numerology back in the early 80s.
Yes.
I mean, that's legendary.
82.
That's, her mom.
Name is Lauren, L-L-O-R-I-N.
Well, she left Laura Lee, right?
Yes, but that whole spelling was after working with a numerologist. So both the double L, but even just L-L-O-R-I-N. I mean, how many people are named Lauren, even spelled L-O-R-I-N? It's not the traditional way.
Yeah.
Everything, the entire name.
Yeah, I love my mother-in-law. That's deep right there. She always says, I'm the quirky 0 degrees Aquarius grandma. I miss her on the podcast. It was great. So, one thing with Scorpio in the 12th house, they feel the energies, right? The pains and the loss of life in Gaza and prayers are just more explosions. I told you that ceasefire wasn't going to last, right? What's going on in Sudan and Congo, they feel that energetically. Their dreams, they can tap in Sag risings. They can be very sensitive spiritually, but they need to tap in. And it can be very powerful, the transformation. So yeah, that's a powerful one for Scorpio rising, because that's like your subconscious mind. So you, in a lot of ways, your Sag rising, you really are that Scorpio, and you need to have the Scorpio crystals under your pillow and in your bed with you, and really tap in. And you could really get into some interesting metaphysical rituals, tapping into your spirit guides and higher self, getting to the med beds. I was talking with somebody about that today, so I can go connect with the med beds tonight for healing. And so that's Scorpio in all 12 signs, you guys. And that's the wrapping up Scorpio season. Next time you see me, I may not have a guest for the rest of the month. I may, obviously, Thanksgiving week. I may surprise you that Friday night. I'll see. I definitely will come on maybe Tuesday or when, sometime. I don't know if I'm coming on this weekend because I may do Stars and Cards if we can go live. So if not, I may come on Sunday evening. But if I figure out Stars and Cards, I won't. But I'll at least be on once or twice next week to get into Sagittarius season. And I got some guests lined up for December. The podcast. 401. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for showing up. And I tell you, every time I click this button to go live and I just see one of you here, it means the world to me.
Thank you, guys. It really does. We are blessed to have you. And
I really love it.
We just hope that we're a blessing to you as well.
Yeah. Knowledge is love. That's one of my E-isms. And you're going to see some of my E-isms in my book. And, I really, I want us all to win. And I really authentically care about all of you and want you to be the best versions of yourselves.
And that's the deal. Like, we actually do genuinely care. I guarantee you, out of these different groups, yes, we're smaller. We'd like to get bigger. The reality is we would like to get bigger, but
we are getting bigger.
We are getting bigger. Yes, not all the time. But my point is, we genuinely care. Like, we will take time and talk to you. That's not always the case in some of these things.
Some things are very detached. Their size. And when you don't come, like we've really missed Chantel when we hadn't seen her in a bit. You know what I mean? We miss different people. And so we let you know. So I appreciate you.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Make sure you subscribe, new people, Africa. I guess you already subscribed.
The vegetables are calling.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm starving. I didn't really eat much today. I'm starving. And I burned
got the stir fry going over there.
Oh my God. Don't even talk about it. Mm-hmm. But definitely share this out, and please come back and leave a comment. I always ask you guys, but just, it really helps. And send me some healing energy. Dealing with a lot of stuff with the shoulders is getting better, but the elbow and the right ankle, I need some positive vibes and frequency.
Send it. All the love. We will not turn away the prayer and the positive stuff.
I believe in prayer. Yes.
And Quintilla said that, yes, the blessings are mutual. So thank you so much, love.
Yeah, you guys are the best. And I'll see you. Did you already send out the link?
I did not.
Okay, so she'll be sending out the link. No, that's okay. So she will send out the link for the tribe meeting, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join the tribe, it's www.community.biggieastrology.com.
Yeah, real simple. Community.biggie.
Join now so you can come Friday night. We're going to have a fun tribe meeting. The survival kit for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes, and honey, we know we need that survival sometimes.
Pisces moon.
We've been loving the family, but the family sometimes, woo.
They be ODing on you.
They push us towards greatness. Okay?
That's the best way to look at it and see. But really, it's great. And then if you come live, I can give you personal insights looking where your Pisces is and your chart in terms of dealing with the moon, because the moon is your family. So that's the main focus, but we're going to really look at those charts and the energies. And then December, I told you, we got the amazing Sabale Pure, Lana Taylor.
Yes, and I'll be figuring out how to do that, but Portia I want Cooper. You guys to come with questions, and I'm probably even going to invite you to share certain things so I can be prepped.
If you want to share your toothpaste, your deodorant.
These are ways for us to be knowledgeable.
She has so much knowledge about that. It's like, it's absurd.
And let me tell you something, the knowledge is going away. Information that I used to be able to find when I first got into this in 2016, 2017.
They took it off of Google
is
Chrome.
not readily available like it used to be.
You got to go to DuckDuckGo, Brave.
But
and there's some
a lot of it has just been removed or replaced. So anyways, all right. Good night, you. Now we love you.
Episode 401, Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast. I appreciate you. Come back in 30 seconds. Leave a comment.
Yes, thank you.
And
thank you.
I am in gratitude to be here and alive.
Yes.
And welcome home chart, Scorpio through all 12 houses for all 12 rising signs.
Good
Biggie
night.
Astrology.
Thank you.